alive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to come to you guys on Thanksgiving Day, right? Like I said, I had a couple of things I wanted to get off my chest. And first of all, happy Thanksgiving. It can be very rough out here uh, for people who are not in the festive spirits, and it's a lot of bikers, of veterans, and they go through a lot of different things on Thanksgiving Day. So I wanted to, like I said, come to you guys and basically just show some love and appreciation. For those of my subscribers that love to follow me, I am here for you. Right, you see, I got my Betty Boop T-shirt on today. I love Betty Boop. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, if I was a cartoon, Betty Boop would get it. But like I said, guys, I wanted to say happy holidays to you guys from the Stoga side. We really appreciate everything. And today, I did Thanksgiving a little bit different. Did it a little bit different today. I did not do a turkey, right? I did not do a turkey. I did Thanksgiving breakfast, right? And I thought that that was a very cool thing to do. I wanted to do something different with my kids this year, and I just wanted to see, what we were going to do. So traditionally, I cook a turkey. I'm not the world's greatest chef, but I do like turkeys. I'm not going to even lie. I um, I don't cook ham, even though I try to, but I really don't cook it. So I'm not gonna lie to you. But I love cooking breakfast. Like that is my favorite meal of the day. And so I convinced the kids today, or I guess in the last week, to let's do Thanksgiving like a brunch kind of thing. So they invited all of their friends over. I had my kids over, and it was so much fun. In here today. We played Uno, we played Connect Four. Just for the record, I am undefeated in Connect Four. So whoever think they want some out there, they can get all they want in Connect Four. Nobody can see me. I am like the Connect Four guru. If there was a if there was a guru for Connect Four, there was a championship for Connect Four. I need to be in it. I need to be in it. I'm not even going to lie because I love that game to death. And, I am going to give myself a little shout out here to Connect Four Champion. So we are going to, but back to Thanksgiving Day. So I did a brunch. So I made some bacon and sausage and chicken wings and shrimp and grits and waffles and pancakes and biscuits and cinnamon rolls and cheese eggs and home fries. Man, I'm telling you, it was a spread this morning. So that's just what I did for Thanksgiving Day. Okay. Now you guys right? You stayed in more of the traditional sense. So guys, tell me what is your favorite Thanksgiving Day meal? Okay, or favorite Thanksgiving Day dish? Okay, Happy Turkey Day. What's your favorite dish? Now, when I did cook on Thanksgiving, man, I had mac and cheese. I had stuffing. Even I cook it, but I'm not really a stuffing guy. My pops love stuffing, and I'm not really a stuffing guy. But it is what it is. Candy yams. My son loves candy yams. Potato salad. In my house, who make the potato salad is very sacrilegious. Okay, so if somebody crazy make this potato salad, they really not eating it. And I was kidding with some of my counterparts at work, and I was always picking with them because they always put raisins in their food on Thanksgiving Day. Like, I'm so not a raisin guy, right? I'm so not a raisin guy. But once again, like I said, my favorite Thanksgiving Day dish is macaroni and cheese with a strong, if you got some good solid gravy, maybe you got some turkey in your gravy. I like turkey and I mean the gravy and mashed potatoes. So that's kind of like some of my favorite Thanksgiving Day dishes. So, like I said, man, I think that a lot of people like side dishes like the turkey. Obviously, you can't mess the turkey up. But what I'm trying to tell you is that certain dishes are like sacrilegious in the house. Okay. I know some people like collard greens. Some people like mustard greens. Some people are into cabbage, but from a Thanksgiving Day standpoint, man, I cannot infuse those things enough. So I am more of the, like I said, macaroni and cheese kind of guy. Like the mac and cheese better be right, and I want my mac and cheese like. I want that little corner edge where you get the cheese where it's hard in the corner. I love that part of it, man. So just mac and cheese is kind of like my go-to dish. That's kind of what is going to that's kind of what's going to make me happy as far as things to do for Thanksgiving, or my favorite Thanksgiving Day dish, right? So once again, guys, like I said, some other dishes that these guys put out there are, rice. Some people do some non-traditional dishes, side orders like coleslaw. Like I've never heard anybody had coleslaw, but some people do that on Thanksgiving. Then they have these green bean casserole. This girl at my job, oh my gosh! Shout out to Andrea. She makes a mean green bean casserole. And shout out to my back parts counter guy at the Harley shop. We had a Thanksgiving Day potluck, and this dude made some hillbilly beans. Hey, shout out to Dan, Dan at the Palm Beach Harley the store, the back counter parts guy. These hillbilly beans, oh my God, man. Listen, I gotta throw my hands up. The hillbilly beans, they got 5 different beans in them with like hamburger and bacon and these beans, man. It's like when I first saw it, I was like, what in the world is going on? So I just like I said, I just thought that was a really cool thing that Dan made those hillbilly beans, man. You can't go nowhere without those things. This other lady at the job, shout out to my parts counter lady. She makes this cream of corn. Oh my God, man, I think these food got drug in it. I think it got a little fentanyl in it. It got a little fentanyl. But man, the cream of corn, man, the people at the Palm Beach Harley, these cats can throw down. I'm telling you right now, these cats can throw down at the Palm Beach Harley store, man. So, these are some of my Thanksgiving Day. Now, are you the guys that put your tree up right on the same day as Thanksgiving, or do you wait till December? I'm more of a wait till December kind of guy. I like to get mine up maybe about week 1, maybe week 2 into December. Some people feel that's too late. Some people like to put their lights up. I remember when I went on a ride one time, and the bikers were helping the older ladies in the community put their lights up around their house. And man, that was kind of cool, man. We should do that. It was like 30 or 40 of us. And we went out there and helped these ladies around Miami put their Christmas lights up. They love Christmas. Oh my God. And don't hang their lights wrong either, because it was not cool. It was not cool at all. So but yeah, man. So those are some of the things, like I said, man, that I did for Thanksgiving Day, and like I said, I didn't do more of a traditional. Uh, I didn't do more of a traditional thing this year. I just went along with the brunch. So I thought that was pretty, like I said, pretty cool there. So I just like I said, guys, I think it was a different type of Thanksgiving this year, as far as the from the traditional sense of Thanksgiving. Where you have all of the turkey and the ham and the sides and the you have all of those different things. So, like I said, I just wanted to do something just a little bit different this year. So, we wanted to go from there, right? And just keep it nice and simple. And then that way, we can make sure that we do what we do, right? Now, let's talk about Thanksgiving Day. Now, are you, I like to take a ride on my motorcycle on Thanksgiving morning. Um, in case you guys didn't know, the traffic is crazy clear in Miami on Thanksgiving morning, right? So, do you ride your motorcycle on Thanksgiving Day? That is a big thing for me. I take the bike out, I get it all cleaned up, I get it ready to rock and roll, just to see if I can get a to get the bike out and go for a nice ride. So I'll go down to Gilbert's or, the last salon down to the Keys. I like to get a little scenic route. Sometimes I like to go down to South Beach and just ride those areas because I'm telling you, it's the first time that you can go in those areas on a Thursday around, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and you can navigate cleanly through the city. So it's a thing that like I said, I really enjoy doing on Thanksgiving morning. I've been doing it probably for the last 4 or 5 years now. Just pop the bike out on Thanksgiving. I might even do a Thanksgiving Day ride. I don't know if people will come to that because everybody be sensitive on they about going to Thanksgiving, but if you go early in the morning, you can still do whatever it is that you need to do during the course of the day for Thanksgiving. So it's pretty fun to do. Like I said, I just go out, clear my head a little bit, get that nice, you know, wind therapy that we need sometimes because you can get caught up in the day to day hustle of dealing with work and life, and then setting the time aside to actually deal with your family and be with your kids and your wife and your husband or whomever your spouse is, and it gives you a chance to be able to do that. So I like to clear my head that morning, and then just enjoying that life behind bars, man. Like life behind bars is something pretty serious. A lot of people um take motorcycling as a way of doing different things. But I tell you, man, if you can really get into it, it is a perfect way to have clean therapy. It's a perfect way to help you with mental health. A lot of people, like I said, on the holidays, they go through different things in their minds, especially our vets. They have a lot of different things that they are exposed to. So we like to just show them some love, and we like to show them some appreciation. And I'm telling you, by getting out on your Facebook page, I'm sorry, your Facebook page, by getting out on your motorcycle, you can do you can clear your mind very clearly, right? And it's a cool thing to do. So I am big advocate for motorcycle riding on holidays. Like I said, I don't really suffer from the mental side of it, but I do like to, keep my head clear, and I'm very open about that. I'm very positive about that. I'm very conscious of it because I know that certain things can slip in, and if they slip in your head wrong, it can go a whole different route. You know what I'm saying? It can go a whole different route. So once again, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving. This is Stogie's Thanksgiving Day Live, man. We are always broadcasting. We are always going to show you guys and give you guys some love. Now, let's get into some goodies, okay? As you guys know, I just purchased a 2009 Road King Classic. It is turquoise and antique white, and I am in a bit of a dilemma right now, okay? Um, I wanted to do a few little mods to the bike, okay? If you guys seen it, it's a very stock bike right now, very stock. The only thing that I have in it right now that is not stock are the cams. The cams are not stock in the bike, so I think those are torque cams from Harley. So the previous owner had a nice little build on it. They put a nice little exhaust system on there, a full exhaust system, and then they did little Willie G upgrades all throughout the bike, like on the primary, on the derby covers, on the air filter, on the fender at the bottom of the I'm sorry, the little skirt fender, this little skirt at the bottom of the fender has a Willie G thing on there. So I'm not really a Willie G kind of guy, right? Like Willie G, cool. I appreciate salute to Willie G. I appreciate what you did for the culture and the things that you've done, but not really my style, not really my swag to put that kind of stuff on my bike. So I am in the process now of looking for different things that I can do to it. Now, the one thing that I really want to find out is, do you guys like ape hangers on your bike? Like, are you guys a big ape hanger guy? So, do you like to ride up like this? Do you like to ride up like this, or are you more like T Rex? Are you more like T Rex? My style for this bike, I think I'm going to go with some ape hangers. Now, on the Road King, it works kind of counter against you because you don't have a fairing up there. So when you don't have that fairing up there to block that wind, to shield it off your chest, man, when you ride with those ape hangers, man, it's gonna feel like you're riding like this. You're gonna be like always an ab workout. So I could always use a little ab workout. We never can go wrong with getting some cardio and some ab work in. But I don't know if I want to do that every time I ride my motorcycle. But I am going to go up top. I think I'm going to go up top, and I'm going to get something obnoxious too, like some 18s with a 2-inch riser. I'm going to straight cholo it and go that far. 14 probably would be like the size that I would be comfortable at. I had a Road King before. It was a 2016 Road King, and it was a police edition that I had kept the stock bags on and the fishtail exhaust through Samson. It was a full Samson fishtail exhaust with some custom grips on there, and it was a custom air filter on there also. So, like I said, guys, I like the Road King. I am into this bike. I just don't know, like I said, what mods that I want to do to it yet. So I am still working on if I want to do the ape hangers or not. I think I'm going to go with the 18-inch Carlinis. I think that's kind of going to be my little sweet spot where, like, right where I want to stay at. Does anybody have any recommendation of handlebars out there? Like, give me some recommendations of handlebars, man. I've seen some meat hooks. I like those. I've seen some guys where the bars roll back, but you got to keep in mind, my bike is I'm going for an antique look. Okay, I'm going for an antique look. That's kind of where I'm trying to focus my energy on the bike so that it can give the certain style that I want. I wish could get you guys a picture. Let's see here. Dang, I don't know how to get them. I'm gonna figure out how to get you guys a picture on here. But I have like I said, if you check out the channel, just go to Stogi side. You look at the little scroll, the little ticker at the bottom. You can go on YouTube or IG, preferably YouTube, and you can see the pictures of the bike. I did a quick video of it. I just went to a custom vintage shop and did some different type of bikes, man. Like, that was one of my favorite videos to do because, like I said, I am into motorcycles, and it's not just Harley, right? Like, we like all different types of bikes. We are into BMW, we are into Triumphs, we're into Italian bikes. I learned about the Motobi. That's a I like saying that bike. Yeah, I like saying that bike name, but it's called a Passato Motobi, and that is a style of bike that they have over in Italy. So we are not just, even though I ride Harleys and I work at Harley, but we are not just exclusive to that, right? Like, we want to expand our palette when it comes to motorcycle enthusiasts and being a motorcycle enthusiast and giving you different options from giving you different options from a standpoint of motorcycling, right? Because I'm telling you, it's some nice bikes out there, and they not all just Harley, right? They not all just Harley. That's just what I prefer to ride, right? But there are different bikes out there that can really take you to another level, right? So once again, guys, we just sit here and I'm still working on some of some of these upgrades, and we're going to figure out some different things. Like that entire Willie G collection. We are going to we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that entire Willie G collection. We're going to let that go. I promise you that. We are not going to allow Willie G to stay on our motorcycle. All right. Like I said, shout out to Willie G, but you're not staying on my bike, buddy. I think I'm gonna go with like some like old school Harley looking items, like maybe with just the bar and shield, and we can just do different things from that nature. Maybe just with the old school Harley Davidson written out all of the way, so we just give some different options from that standpoint. But as far as the upgrades are concerned, that derby cover, the air filter, we're going to change those out definitely all day long, right? So we're going to get rid of those items, and then we're going to try to move to a different program, right? So we'll see what happens, and then we'll kind of rock and roll from there. Now, as far as the let's see here. Hold on one second, guys. Doo-doo. Okay. All right. So yeah. So as far as the what's the name is concerned, as far as the upgrades are concerned, that's kind of like I said, the idea and the route that we are going to take. So we will see how everything works. We will see how everything goes. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to get one of my master mechanics to help me to build at the job. And so I think you guys will actually like that. I think it's going to be pretty cool, to be honest with you. Now, switching the subject from the upgrades to the bike, I want to give you guys a crazy biker story, right? Like, I just thought that this would be pretty interesting because I have experienced some wild things while being on the road. Okay, I experienced some. I'm telling you, some of the things that I have seen, and I think this is a pretty entertaining story. I wonder, have you guys ever seen that movie Get Out? Right, like Get Out from man, I forgot the boy name. Oh man, he was the guy who played. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it. I don't know the lead actor's name, but it was a movie called Get Out, and basically the story was about a young African American man getting seduced by a young Caucasian woman, and she took her to her family's house, and they mentally brainwashed him, and they were taking his body and putting it in, and taking his mind and putting it in his subconscious, and then they were putting other white people, Caucasian people's bodies into these people. Man, it was so crazy. So anyway, I'm in Maine. I had to tell y'all that because this is what this reminds me of. So I'm in Maine and I'm riding, and I'm in a very desolate part of Maine. I'm probably about 2 hours north, 2 hours north of, I mean, 2 hours south of Canada. I'm trying to get to the tip top of Maine, okay? And I'm at this part of Canada, and I am sitting there and I'm looking at this, and pull up to, when you go up to Canada, 95 splits, just like it does down here in Miami. It goes from 95 to US 1, or you can take the turnpike and it goes into US 1. But everything feeds into US 1 to get down to the Keys. That's like how 95 goes all the way down. So up in Maine, it does the same thing. You get to go Route 1 side. Route 1 is kind of like the more, it takes longer, but it's the more civilian way, right? Where you got gas stations every exit. It's just like riding, through Florida or through Georgia or wherever it is that you're at in the United States. But when you go Route 2 and Route 11 side, a little bit more desolate up there. Okay. It's kind of caught in the 60s. It's a very what's the word I'm looking for? Desolate area. That's just the best way to do it. It's a bunch of trees, a bunch of animals. Just it's just not it's not the normal, like it's not like a normal area in the country. It's very just not a lot of people out there. So anyway, but it's a shorter route. Okay. So I'm looking at the GPS and I'm like, which way do I want to go? I decided to go Route 2 and Route 11 side because I'm like, hey, listen, man, I want to get up there as fast as possible. I don't need to carry another hour while I'm going up here. Let's just go. I looked at the next gas station. Next gas station was 80 miles away. So I was like, perfect. My tank is on 3/4 of the way. Good. We are locked and loaded. So I head up exit 2, and I'm trying to get to exit 11 junction point. And at that the junction point of exit 2 and exit 11, they have a Shell gas station right there. Okay. And and so I'm pulling in, it's 4 pumps. It's one, two, three, four. It's 4 pumps. I pull into pump 1. Now, off to my right, it's a police officer and a guy in a white pickup truck, and they facing like this, and they're talking to each other. Okay, so I see them talking to each other, and I'm trying to pay to pump my gas, but my card wasn't working. So I'm looking up to go into the Shell gas station, and when I get in there, I'm walking up to the door, and I see the police officer and the guy looking at me, but I didn't say anything. I walk up to the door. Now, before I get to the door, they're looking out the window, and they're all looking like this. It was the craziest thing to see. They were all just staring at me like. So I'm sitting there like, what in the world is going on? I open up the door, and out of nowhere, they go like this. Hey, how you doing? Are you from Madawaska? Oh my God, this is so crazy. I don't know what to do. Da, 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 da. I mean, they were in another planet. When I tell you that they were in another planet, they were in another planet. So we're sitting there and we watching it, and we just going from there, and we were just sitting there listening to it, and it was just like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening. So I'm sitting there, and then we go. Hold on one second, guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there. She's going, "Oh my God, this is so crazy. This is the weirdest thing that I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody from Florida. What is really going on? How you doing? You can have anything you want." I was like, "What?" Now these two ladies looked like they didn't have no teeth in their mouth. They was kind of like heavy set Caucasian ladies, and they just was kind of like making me nervous because they were so excited. And I was like, man, is this the first time they seen a black person? Like, what in the world is going on up here? So I grabbed some peanuts. I get a bottle of water. I break out a 20. Now, since I'm at the gas station, I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and top off because I'm right under a half a tank. I'm going to go ahead and top off and just put the rest of the gas tank. Give me the change back. Man, these ladies wouldn't let me pay for these peanuts and this water and this gas. And I was like, and I saw the police officer outside. I was like, there's no way in the world that I'm going to allow this lady to let me pay for this gas without giving her some money. So I left the money like in the little, you know how they have the jars where they put the money in for the kids and all that kind of stuff. So they put it in there. So I said, all right, I'm gonna just leave you the money here. And they was like, oh, okay, thanks. So I leave out. The pickup truck was on pump 2 now. When he gets on pump 2, the police officer is staring at me in the car. So I'm looking at the guy on pump 2, and he goes, hey, excuse me, sir. I just want to let you know, I saw some of your brothers up here the other day. I was like, brothers? What does he mean, brothers? Does he think all black people look alike? Are we all related? Like, I'm at the top of Maine now, guys. These guys are not like, it's not conducive to my culture up there. Right? Like we not up at the top of Maine. So I said, okay, that's cool, man. Like I'm just being nice. And he says, I know this is gonna sound weird. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I want to invite you over to my house for dinner. So I said, man, you know what? Now let's pause the story for a second. Part of this trip was about doing things that I had never done before. Okay, that was part of the trip about. It was about doing things that I had never done before, and when and so I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So the dude says, follow me. Now, right before he does that, right before he says, follow me, the police officer gets out the car and says, He's the town doctor. He's good. What? Man, you got to be tripping. The police officer sped off, and the parking lot was made of gravel. He sped off, and the rocks was kicking up everywhere with the dust. And I was like, what's wrong with the cop? So I had just passed through Massachusetts, and in Massachusetts, you can't really carry your gun on your person because if you do, it's going to be a problem. Okay, so if you get caught with it, so I had my gun in my saddlebag. So I take my gun, I put it in my back. I'm sitting there, I'm chilling, and he says, "Come on, let's go, follow me." So I follow him. I go to the house. He has a long driveway. When we get to his house, oh my God, it couldn't have been no more than 2 minutes away. I don't think I rode a minute on that bike and I was at his house. And we was going up the driveway and we going up and he's pulling up ahead of me and he blocks the bike. So I switch over to the side. He pulls in front of me. I switch over to the side again. I said, man, don't block my bike. Don't block my bike. So we are sitting there. We are having fun with this. He comes out and he says, all right, all right, all right. Come on, let's go inside and get something to eat. So I'm going inside. I've got my hand in my back like this now. I'm sitting here like, if anybody jump out of here, I'm gonna blow their head off. I ain't gonna even hesitate. So I'm sitting there and I was like, the guy's taking me through a tour through his house. Big house. He there by himself. It's like 5, 6 bedrooms. He takes me upstairs. He takes me, and I went in the basement. Can y'all believe I went in the basement? Oh my God. It was so crazy. So we get into the basement. We going down there. I'm still jumpy. I come back upstairs. It's 2 more people upstairs in the house. I was like, where they came from? And it was the landlord to him. And they was like, well, we thought that was your brother's motorcycle. You need to stop lying. You ain't thought nobody up here was riding no Harley in no top of Maine. So we get there. We get through, we go. I stay for about 20 minutes. I didn't eat dinner. We get to the house. We go outside. I was like, guys, listen, I got to get out of here. It's about 7 o'clock. I got to get out of here. I got some other stuff I need to do. I'll talk to you guys later. So I get on my bike. I go up to Madawaska. I'm at Madawaska Four Corners Park. It took me 3 hours to get up there because everything was dancing in the road. I mean, like they had rodents, beavers. You ever see, when the last time you seen a beaver in person that's not in the zoo? I thought that was the craziest thing, a beaver not in the zoo. So anyway, we get to the thing and I'm riding and everything is just jumping across the road. Moose, elk, everything. It was the craziest. So I couldn't go no more than 30 miles an hour. So now I finally get up there. I'm up there. I'm all tired, but I'm excited because I done reached my second point that I'm trying to get to. So I didn't realize I had left my wallet back down in the south part of Maine at a restaurant that I was at. So I couldn't get a hotel at the first one. I go to the second one. The lady wouldn't give me a hotel. She saw that she saw that I was from Florida and they thought that everybody had COVID. So I was like, oh no. So I rode all the way back down to exit 2 and exit 11. And I met my boys. I'm at the intersection to go to my boy's house. Now I want to know which one y'all think I did. Do you think I went to his house? A. Do you think I slept on my bike at the Shell gas station? When I went to his house, the next morning when I woke up, he made me eggs, bacon, pancakes, and sausage. B, I slept on my gas station. I slept on my bike at the gas station. Or C, I went back home. Which one you think I did? I went back down to Massachusetts at 2 o'clock in the morning. Which one you think I did? That's right, your boy went back down to Massachusetts. It was no way I was going back to his house. What no way in the world I was going back to that man's house. I swear I thought they was gonna kidnap me in there, and I had to get up on out of there. So, hey guys, man, listen, I thought that would be a cool little Thanksgiving Day vibe. Give y'all some of these Harley stories that I have, man, and let y'all know about some of the upgrades we doing on the bike. And I hope y'all start riding on Thanksgiving Day, man. So we appreciate you guys, man, from the Stogi side. It's all love. Salute to all my vets. Salute to everybody. Anybody who's going through a mental crisis right now, man, feel free to comment. Let me know. I'll talk to you. I promise you I will. You send me your phone number on inbox on IG. I promise you I'll call you and we'll talk, okay? All right, man. We appreciate everything. One love from the Stoga side. Have a happy Harley day. Let's go.